Pound for pound king. What's poppin', fight world? You rockin' with your boy. Let's get into this thing. Listen, so your boy Floyd Mayweather across the pond. He in the UK moving and shaking, doing his rounds, man. Talking to the UK fans. It's a beautiful thing to see a black man from the US going to the, UK and just getting all the love that he getting out there. Even when Sloppy Wilder went out there, he was getting love, man. It just shows you that the UK fans are not racist. They're not all about, if you're not from here, we can't show you that love. Nah, man, they gonna show you that love, man. Of course, they're gonna be biased for their own fighter in their own country. But at the end of the day, they understand this is boxing. Anything can happen. And they're about individualism. Meaning, if you come out here and you showing love, we're going to show you that love back, man. That's why I got love for the UK people out there. You dig what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, let's get into the video. Look, check it. So your boy Floyd said that your boy Gervonta Bisexual Davis is the most entertaining fighter in boxing. I agree with that. I think when he put hands and feet, it definitely looked good. It definitely, it's explosive. He fast, he quick. So it's like, yeah, I can see that. I don't see any other fighter out there at his weight class, let's say, that's so explosive the way he is. And then you got the urban media, you got the black media, then you got the streets. So he got a lot of things that's on his side right now. You dig what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. So I would agree with him with that. Gervonta Bisexual is definitely the most entertaining boxer at 130, 135. Now, hear me when I tell you. Right? He says that your boy Terrence Crawford is pound for pound at 147. I'm like, woo, okay. Talking reckless now, baby. You talking reckless, man. But I'm just like, yeah, okay. I agree with that to a certain extent, too. But there's a little something we got to talk about here. Because at the end of the day, let's talk about how Floyd has investments or own stake in PBC and PBC fighters. So it's in his best interest to say the Earl Away Bully is the pound for pound. It's in his best interest to say that your boy Sloppy Wilder is going to be able to beat Tyson Fury. And the list go on. You want to praise the fighters in your stable because you're getting money off of what they do and how they perform. And the better they do, the more money you make. You understand what I'm saying? So it'd be crazy to me to be like, well, Earl Away Bully ain't that good, but he under my stable. That's not a good look. You smell me? And I'm not going to talk about a guy that's across the street and around the corner. Now, I could also say that Terrence Crawford is good. If I was Floyd, he's good, but Earl is better. Or Earl has fought better competition, and Terrence Crawford got all the skills in the world, but he haven't been in the ring with anybody yet. So I can't call him pound for pound. I can see Floyd saying that, trying to be neutral because he's trying to keep it real at the same time. But I think, the people know that Terrence Crawford is better. Right? I think the people know that Terrence Crawford has showed, that he has a quality about him that's different than the rest of the PBC fighters. He shows the quality of the dog, a quality of a man, a quality that he willing to get in the ring with anybody moving and shaking that got a belt. So people know this. The LDBC know this too. They know this, but it's not in their agenda to keep it funky on that level. So we got to understand those type of dudes. But what I'm going to tell you is this. In my opinion, none of those guys is pound for pound. Earl Away Bully, definitely not. And Terrence Crawford is not pound for pound at 147 because he hasn't done much there, right? He showed that he's good. He showed that he's great. He's been done that at 135, the 140, took all the belts, unified, moved it to 147, got the belt. What's shaking, what's good? Jeff Horn had the belt. Everybody called out Jeff Horn for that belt. Danny Garcia, the way Bully Spence, Keith Thurman, right? But then when my boy Terrence Crawford put hands and feet, nobody wanted the belt anymore. You remember that? You see what I'm trying to tell you? That's why I say it's a different type of quality of fighter Terrence Crawford is versus those cocksuckers. But my point is, you can't call Terrence Crawford pound for pound at 147 because he hasn't been able to get in the ring with the guys that he needs to get in the ring with in order to prove it to us. We could see it with the eye test. We could see it in his past performances, but we gotta see it against the weight bully, Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, Danny Garcia, list go on. And that's how you become pound for pound. But you can't be pound for pound just because you better, and you can't be pound for pound, although we know and believe that he can beat all those guys. He just hasn't done it yet. That's why Al Heyman is keeping him away, because he can't allow a guy across the street and around the corner to come and put hands and feet. You see what I'm saying on his fighters. So he rather just say, nah, we ain't fighting them, and take whatever the media going to say about it. It is what it is. That's what the way Bully Spence doing. You know what I mean? Like, what it is, what it is. But my point is, yeah, you can't call him pound for pound, but you definitely could say that the rest of the fighters at 147 are scared of him, which makes him a top dog at 147 because they scared to face him. That's what you can say. Now, if, year or two go by and Terrence Crawford is not able to still gain or get the fights with these cocksuckers, then we got to say, okay, he's pound for pound. Because at the end of the day, he has tried to fight them. He has fought mandatories. He has defended. He's been calling these guys out. He can't get these guys in the ring. And when one of these guys... I got a call. And when one of these guys stick their head out, they price themselves out. Then we can call him pound for pound. And that's how it's moving and shaking. That's how I look at things, man. But it's crazy how Floyd, man, he going against his own interest to keep it real with the people. So I got to respect him for that, man. Because those guys on PBC, he get paid for that. You know what I mean? He get paid for their success. So for him to go against the grain lets you know that, listen, Terrence Crawford, in the eyes of the pound for pound, you know what I mean? Floyd Mayweather says that Terrence Crawford is the truth. You rocking with your boy CBT. You don't get no better than that, right? Don't get no better than that. Holla at me. Peace. Bully, I want to touch the weight, bully. I heard the way Billy's fist on the sign. After El Cabo put hands and feet on him, we don't need him. We don't need him, man. He can't sell one ticket. Scratch that between me and you. I heard the way Billy Smith was juiced up for the Lamont Peterson fight. And I heard Al Hammond paid Lamont Peterson to take a dive for the shit. We all know Floyd was down with the vampire. I'm gonna turn you into a star, man. I'm gonna turn you into a star, man. I want to touch the weight, bully. I want to touch the weight, bully. See, you got the boxing conversation sucking niggas off at the fights, man. Sucking off grown and sucking off the Charlos and things like that, man. You want that type of interview? What you want what CBT bring to the table, man. CBT asks you tough questions. Yeah. CBT asks you testing, huh? CBT asks you when the next time you testing, huh? Wait, Bully Spence, I gotta ask when the last time you test for the WBC? When the last time you tested for any type of test you take gonna have to be when you go up against a real fighter, huh? When you go up against an A-level opponent, huh? When a guy like got a jab and that guy like can move his feet, fucking around, throw out that lazy ass jab and get put to sleep. He can get in the ring with CBT and watch me work on the shit. Watch me put hands in free. The way Bully in there? The way Bully in there?
We gonna go ahead and touch it, bro.
Say what?
He's not here no more.
He ain't here no more? He left the gym?
You
know who I am then?
Yes,
rocking with your boy CBT, man.